John Tavares will face off against Kopitar. Goals in each of his last 4. You weren't surprised that those two might go head-to-head.
Interesting matchup there. I would imagine Danault will get the Matthews line.
As Kuzmenko sent it in, another shot by Kuzmenko, testing Anthony Stolarz twice in the first 15 seconds. And
a close call at the front of the net.
Leafs won the first meeting of the year back in October. It was a 6-2 victory. Stolarz will glove that. And
another huge game in the back-to-back tonight against Calgary.
It does look like for the 4th consecutive year, those two teams on a opening round collision course. That puck slid to the crease, and Stolarz covers that. Here's Malott, and he's going to go to work against Brandon Carlo in his first fight as a Leaf. Malott from Burlington in his first home game as an LA King, and they're both firing away.
Wow. Well, it's one of the
best scraps of the season.
And, you know, Malott's up here, and Tanner Jeannot is out for a little while. And it's back-to-back whistles where we've had a little bit of extra. Who drops first? And look, oh no, Carlo was ready to go, then he stepped on a stick. But man, he took some punches, he gave some punches, and you know, when you look at East playing West, Chris, a lot of times you don't get this very often. And there's a guy in his second game.
After it goes McMahon, Tavares follows up. Nylander knocks it down along the boards and plays it back. Across it goes to Tanev, and that is gloved by Kemper, with, in fact, had a 7-game goal streak, end in their last home tilt. Lead feed, and Fiala will dump that in. McCabe had moved up, but the pass doesn't arrive. Back to the line, Benoit. Here's McCabe, takes a look, fires, and rebounded. There's Byfield. He'll send it wide of the net. Spence at the right point. It'll come up high for Laferriere, and that's turned aside by Stolarz. What to be expected of him? Battle along the boards, and trying to dig it out of there is Domi. Puck comes out in front, and a chance there. Lawson comes close.
Thankfully gets up, though, and no worse for wear.
Matthews in along with Marner. It's Marner, put it in front. Off Doughty, and then sent wide as Nyes had a chance. Up ahead, Laferriere works his way out to center. We talked about Danault playing under Kopitar. How about the influences for Byfield with both Kopitar and Danault, both sides of the game? Off the bench comes McMahon, streaking in, and a glove stop by Kemper. He played very well here for Los Angeles. Tavares knocked down by Gavrikov. It'll come to McMahon, and a blocker stop by Kemper. Riley will flip it high. It's going to get gloved down by Fogle. Nyes comes back. Fogle, a backhand that was kicked away by Stolarz.
Again, good back pressure there by Matthew Nyes. Never too late to come back to the middle of the ice, help out there, and another active stick by him. It made that shot not what it was going to be.
Marner checked at center. Fogle across, Moore back in. That'll be gloved and will be held by Stolarz.
Such a comfort level with your defensive play, and that's been one of the reasons why the Kings have been successful here.
That's shouldered away by Stolarz. Puck to the line as the Kings go to work. 28th ranked. It has been an area of concern for Jim Hiller. They get a shot right off that faceoff from Doughty, and now the Leafs will clear.
Especially, Chris, when you start thinking about playoff time, if they have to go against the Edmonton Oilers again, you better get your power play going, because you know the Oilers power play in years past has really given them trouble in those playoff rounds. If you're not scoring, you're not winning.
Kopitar, Kempe, Kuzmenko, who has added a little life to the power play. Fiala put it in front, and Stolarz pounces on that.
A rebound initially. A little bit of confusion in the middle of the ice as it went side to side, and now just the shot or pass into the middle with that quick little release. And Stolarz there knows he's got it in his body. Just make sure he gets there. Yeah, kept the 5-0. I think he'd be looking forward to all the interviews to learn about his life that he'd have to spend with her. Oh, that's funny.
I was going to say, you get the most unique answer from 88.
Absolutely, always do.
Carlo ahead. Domi's come on. He'll flip it in, and Yarncrook on the forecheck as it comes around for Deneau. Past him to center. Domi unable to come up with that. Now Laferriere in for the Kings. Got a snap. Laferriere scores! To end a 17-game goalless drought.
The burst of speed is exactly it. You can see Benoit stood up at the line, thought he had some support, and then just gets tangled with his feet. Just an excellent move, as you said. This is the guy in Laferriere who scored 8 goals in the first 12 games of this season.
Now Knies up against Doughty. Swings it back, and there's Matthews behind the net. Out in front, jam play, and 2 whacks at it, but Kemper comes up with a puck. Knies looking for it. Marner finds it. Here's McCabe. Marner sending that in front. And a big stop by Kemper off Knies. And a penalty coming up against Los Angeles. So Trevor Moore called after a nice stop by Kemper. That hot league power play.
To play that defensive role, but finds a way to chip in each and every year offensively as well. 50 or more points in 18 of his 19 years.
Playing in game 1445, which matches the late Tim Horton for 32nd all-time in games played. We start the third, and the Leafs trying to find some offense against this airtight Los Angeles Kings defense. As Edmondson fires right a rebound, and those are big stops by Stolars. Adrian Kempe drops. Kopitar had trouble with that. Lost it. Breakaway. Auston Matthews looking to tie it. And Kemper shuts the door. So both teams with great scoring chances shorthanded. McCabe back to Matthews again. Marner's in front. Scores! Shorthanded. His second. And Auston Matthews has tied it.
But how about staying with this puck? Matthews keeps it alive. Marner does a great job of taking Kopitar deep. And this one just around the stick. Watch this little move. Just lifts up his stick so that Fiala can't get complete. You can see the referee. Oh, right off the tip. Great positioning by the official, Chris.
Francois Saint Laurent will make the call.
To the coach challenge review, it was determined that the puck was not struck above the shoulder. Therefore, we have a good goal on the ice. LA's assessed a bench minor for blank game.
The stick of Anderson lost, but Deneau gets it out. So the Leafs getting their looks. But time running out on this power play. Matthews, neat move at the line. Riley trying to get in front. Scores! John Tavares. Power play goal. And the Leafs have the lead.
Play even possible. You're standing still. 2 guys just takes the outside in. Just quick hands. Good perseverance here. The rebound where Tavares wasn't able to get to it earlier. Tavares in the right place at the right time. Watch the quick little hands, and there it is. And what a run it's been for Tavares. Now that's 5 straight games he's been able to score in. Morgan Riley keeps it alive. The rebound on the doorstep, and it's Tavares who gives the Leafs.
Kopitar works the boards. Kempe loose. Here's Kuzmenko in front. And the backhand stop rebound. And it's shot wide of the net. With Stolars down and out.
As I mentioned, watch the traffic in front as this one from the boards gets down low and then right to the front. There's the rebound shot. Kicks that toe out and then
Fiala. Checked by McCabe. That's picked off by Marner in a high flip. And Kopitar couldn't find it. Tavares does! John Tavares scores! Back-to-back for John Tavares with 1:25 to go.
Defensive guys out there defensively because they read the play. Knowing where this is going to go, look who's there first. The outlet is on the wall to Kempe. Marner gets there first and then puts one in high in the sky that you said Kopitar had no idea. He kind of put his arms up.
Kuzmenko checked again, And this one is done. The Leafs score 3 in the third and move back into first place in the Atlantic Division.